this thing. I even came to you,
So
yourself.
you didn't face any tribalism or any stereotype in the class?
No, nothing like that. I didn't face too much of that because
Okay.
I was.
As you are even saying, even myself sometimes, I
I
call
even
you
came into the
to
office.
explain more things.
Even the manager himself,
The
imagine.
manager, the CEO, the instructors.
Yes.
Everyone wants to
Teach
also
me, just my fault.
contribute
Yes.
in teaching you.
Yes.
So you emerge maybe even understanding more than the Hausa.
Themselves, more than
Wow.
those that even understand the Hausa.
Mm.
And during the class, they didn't teach with only Hausa. They teach most of the soft slides we use.
Mm.
They are read in English.
Okay.
You can read and understand.
So they read it in English, then translate it to Hausa because it is Hausa-based platform. So it was not just really tutorship. There was even mentorship in the process.
Yes, mentorship.
Right?
Yes, including the CEO, especially the CEO. Imagine CEO to be calling small boy like me. I was the workers, everything. Yeah. CEO of a company, including manager. Everybody was just following me up. So, and now I can tell you that now I'm a well-known engineer in Sabongari.
In Sabongari.
I travel out of the state. If I know, sir, I would have. Maybe I should have cut off my secondary school and come and learn this thing. Because I would have gone far by now. Yes, by now.
Not telling you you're regretting of wasting time before coming down to northern part of Nigeria.
I'm not regretting. Well, everything is in process. God is in process. So you have to follow.
So you can't quarrel.
Yes, we don't quarrel here. Because I remember when it's my turn to use the player, somebody else wants to use it. So what the teacher did then was that since you are the first person that is using the player, just give him, let him
give it to Prosper. It is his turn.
Yes, it is his turn. Now then it's looking as if it is my own right there.
So you are sharing equal rights.
Equal right in ENGAUSA here.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Welcome to another inspiring episode of ENGAUSA podcast. My name is Engineer Mustafa Haburingim, and I am your host on this platform where we spotlight real stories of transformation, innovation, and inclusive skills development, all emerging from our innovation hub, popularly known as ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub. Today's episode is one that deeply reflects the values of inclusiveness, empowerment, and unity in diversity. Our guest is a proud graduate of ENGAUSA Hub, a skilled solar installer, and an inspiring young Igbo man based in Sabongari market of Kano. His name is Elvis Prosper, and he is originally from the southeastern part of Nigeria, but today he calls the northern Nigeria his home and technical skills as his universal language. We are about to dive into Prosper's journey, how he entered the tech ecosystem or the tech space through ENGAUSA Hub, the challenges he faced, and how he has built a sustainable career in the solar installation industry. Mr. Prosper, you are welcome to ENGAUSA podcast.
Thank you, sir.
Prosper, can we get a little story or a brief story of how you find yourself in ENGAUSA?
Okay, firstly, my name is Elvis Prosper. I am a solar technician. I've been doing this work for the past 3 to 4 years, and I've worked for many companies. I work for several companies, and I work on my own. I collect jobs on my own.
But our listeners and viewers would like to hear about your story. Where have you come from, and how did you get yourself into ENGAUSA?
Okay, I came into Kano at the year of 2022.
2022.
Yes.
3 years back, right?
Yes. After finishing my secondary school at Ekiti State. I did my secondary school at Ekiti.
You are Igbo by tribe, right?
Yes, I'm Igbo by tribe. So when I came to Kano, I was looking for job to do. So then I was getting job like sales boy, being paid 30,000 per month. In Sabongari market.
Being paid only 30,000 naira
per month. 30,000 naira per month. So my mom came up with an idea of learning a skills. And someone introduced her about told her about ENGAUSA of 18. Then I don't even know ENGAUSA. What are they doing there? So I came. She took me to ENGAUSA.
I think she called me first.
Yes, she called. Like phone. I don't know where she gets your contacts.
She called me on phone.
I don't know what both of you discussed before I found myself in ENGAUSA. So I was given a list then.
She was really asking
yes.
That how could we teach you anything in English, because she had that it is Hausa-based platform. But I told her it's an inclusive system, that we can still enroll somebody who cannot speak Hausa if he can understand English.
Yes, I could remember that. So I was given a list. I thought you have building installation and some other things. So I have I feel to go for that more for building installation. So I took the building installation and registered for the course.
Okay.
When I did, because I was doubting myself if I could know how to install solar or CCTV for just 5 weeks.
Just 5 weeks?
That's preposterous.
You couldn't believe.
Imagine. What a phenomenon.
5 weeks?
I'm telling you. But I was doubting myself that in just 5 weeks, how will I know how to install solar? Only solar in itself. So I started the course by God's grace, and I'm now a technician. I maintain solar also.
But we would like to discuss the challenges you initially faced.
When I was
the time you were enrolled in the classes.
I didn't face much challenges like that, because I really have opportunity. I even have more opportunity than those people that understand Hausa, you know. Because I don't understand Hausa, many people will come and explain. This one will explain. This one, another lecturer, another teacher will come and explain to me.
So many people wanted to explain.
So that I can just get the point.
Okay.
I have more privilege than those that will understand
who speak the Hausa language.
If they see me in class, I will still be lecturing. After they will give me another special this thing. I even came to you,
so
yourself.
You didn't face any tribalism or any stereotype in the class?
No, nothing like that. I didn't face too much of that, because I was,
as you are even saying, even myself sometimes
I even came into the office,
explain more things.
Even the manager himself, imagine.
The manager, the CEO, the instructors,
yes,
everyone wants to also contribute in teaching you.
Yes.
So you emerge maybe even understanding more than the Hausa.
More than those that even understand the Hausa. And during the class, they didn't teach with only Hausa. With the teaching, most of the soft slides we use, they are read in English. You can read and understand.
So they read it in English, then translate it to Hausa, because it is Hausa-based platform.
Yes. Okay. They read it in English, explain in English also, explain in Hausa for those that don't understand English also.
Okay, but I could remember initially you two were not encouraged. It's like you are discouraged for continuously attending the classes. But I had to intervene before you. What happened? Just can you share the story with the listeners and viewers?
You know, one thing about these solar skills, it's not small thing.
Yeah.
CCTV is not small job.
Yeah.
Now I can probably tell you that I'm doing a job of more than 1 million.
What?
Just two battery like this, you are doing more than 1 million job.
But initially you couldn't understand how that could help you in your life.
Yes, when you
were a student.
Yes, when I was a student. So that job was not something, not a job of easy things. So I was doubting myself. I was even doubting myself if I could know this work for just 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
Imagine.
But before the 5 weeks, what happened? Before the 5 weeks ended, what happened? Can you share the story with us?
That was superb, because before we could finish the lecture within the 5 weeks, I can tell you I've been doing some things at home that my parents can testify to it now. Even
your parents were proud of you before you
they were even encouraged
graduated.
to let me go forward, because my mom, I pay more interest in these solar activities, because when the building installation is combination of CCTV,
solar, electrical installations.
I put more focus on that solar aspect.
Okay.
But my mom was a little bit scared about the high
voltage, high current,
and the roofing of the house.
Oh.
So she's not that one.
She's afraid of height.
Yes, she's afraid of height. So her opinion was not encouraging me at all. But you know, the way people should encourage, the way people encourage people in ENGAUSA, that was what makes me, I can say it helps me a lot.
Yeah.
Because even the manager want me to do this. I don't know whether he wants me to come and work in ENGAUSA. That's why he's doing this to me. But
yes, because sometimes we call you on phone,
yes,
or if we come across whatever kind of problem or even an opportunity in Sabongari, we used to call you so that you'll be part of our ENGAUSA team
so
in some installations.
And I love the way, because the follow-up, that was what could make me to say, Kai, I have backup.
So it was not just really tutorship, there was even mentorship in the process.
Yes, mentorship,
right?
Yes, including the CEO, especially the CEO. Imagine CEO to be calling small boy like me. I was the workers, everything. CEO of a company, including manager, everybody was just following me up. So, and now, I can tell you that now I'm a well-known engineer in Sabongari.
In Sabongari.
I travel out of the state.
Like
sometimes.
Which states?
I did 2 jobs at Abuja. I did in the Benin State.
Wow.
You know, I'm from Delta. So I travel a lot. I can get job from here. I want to do it
to the southern part of Nigeria.
Yes.
So now, what kind of encouragement could you give to our brothers in southern part of Nigeria who are skeptical of coming to northern Nigeria
to come and
learn, or to come and even stay with us here?
To be sincere, my advice for those who will be willing to come to ENGAUSA to come and learn, please, they should not waste time. If I know, sir, I would have, maybe I should have cut off my secondary school and come and learn this thing, because I would have gone far by now. Yes, by now.
Not telling you we're regretting of wasting time before coming down to northern part of Nigeria.
I'm not regretting. Well, everything is in process. God is in process. See, this solar now, I'm not, maybe because I'm a solar engineer, that's why I'm doing too much, discussing too much on solar. There are many skills here that you can learn.
Like which and which
CCTV,
skills?
electric fencing. I can't even make sure that I learn computer networking also.
Here in ENGAUSA?
Yes.
Okay, let us go to the break so that we can come back and discuss more about the achievements and the empowerment Mr. Prosper earned from ENGAUSA platform. Thank you. You are welcome back to our ENGAUSA podcast, our inspiring episode in which we are discussing the success story of Prosper and his learning journey in ENGAUSA and the mentorship he received throughout his stay in ENGAUSA and even after graduation from the ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub. Mr. Prosper, we would like to share your story or your success story. That what have you achieved, like after 2 years of graduating from ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub?
Thank you.
What have you, in brief, what have you achieved after graduating from this platform? Thank
you for the question. Now, I'm in university now, studying my degree in computer science.
Wow.
And like I proudly tell you, I'm the one sponsoring my school.
Wow.
You know how I do it? I make sure I get the course in part-time.
Okay.
So I do go weekend. Then I do my work from Monday to Thursday.
Wow.
And apart from that, I have my equipment, which I used to work.
You have your tools,
your
toolkit.
My tools kit. You know, this engineering work is not just you are doing. It's a big work. Okay. So the tools kits too are more expensive. I have a tools kit. I have a meter of 90,000. Only meter.
A meter.
Yes, a clamp meter.
Like clamp arm meter.
Clamp arm meter that I'm using for work.
Wow.
Of 90,000.
And there are several tools.
And there are several tools in my toolkit.
So you are always with your toolkits, and you are still attending a university courses.
Yes.
In which university?
Federal University, Fuduma.
Federal University, Fuduma.
Yes.
So it is not like you are waiting to graduate before you can land a job.
Even like this, I can't do work of 100,000 per month. To be sincere.
Because you are earning more than.
I'm earning more than that.
100,000 per month.
Yes, I was called on to by a company because it's a new company that I should get inverter from those companies. So maybe the manager just look at me. He knows I'm a technician, solar technician. So he called me that, can I work with them? He was telling me, I just asked him that how much can they be paying me per month. He was telling me that maybe they'll be giving me like 150, 120
per month.
Per month
in his company.
In his company.
So what was your response?
You see, just putting smile on my face.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that. I can't do. I'm not yet a graduate at the university yet. But
you're an undergraduate.
Yes, I'm an undergraduate.
You have passed that level.
I've passed that level of 100,000 per month. I'm telling you. I will finish a job of a gain of 300,000 in a week. I'm telling you. I will finish a job. I'll collect a job, and I'll have my own gain of 200,000 plus in a week.
In a week.
Yes. So how can you be paying me 130,000 or 150,000?
So how can you advise your colleagues or your age mates that they should learn skills even before graduating from universities?
Skills is very important. Look at the society today. Man, there are many graduates, even me like this. I'm going to this school to push me to come and back up my skills. Wow. There are many graduates out there, they have their certificate.
They are just holding certificates.
They're just holding it.
Empty certificates.
I'm telling you.
Without any skills.
Like this, like the way I'm working, I'm not yet a graduate. I can collect one graduate person and I'll be paying salary. Wow. Because I know I earn more than those. There are many of them, you know, these educated people that went to school, they have more IQ than all these undergraduates.
Yeah.
So
especially when it comes to the theory part of the installations.
Yes.
But the practical skills,
they must learn them from people like us.
Okay.
Because
they sometimes attend or follow you to your sites?
No, sometimes they want to push themselves into your
business.
Yes.
But what happened?
But since you don't know, you can't be an help to me. Keep your theory. I know the practical. So you know, I don't want to go and be reading. I can read and write. I'm an undergraduate and I'm still processing my school.
Okay.
Now I can read, even though it's the manual of the inverter, I can easily read and write. So you just keep your theory aside. I do the practical. You understand? So you looking for a means to enter into the business of mine. You can't really have help to me because if I should take a graduate person now to follow me to climb up, maybe they may not be able to do.
Yeah.
Yes, because what you just know, you just read. You understand? You can't risk your life to those extent.
Prosper, how do you manage blending going to university and attending to your customers in the market or in the site? How do you manage the two?
Thank you for the question. That's why I told you once. That's why I told you earlier that as I am, I can't really work as a monthly earner because assuming today now I feel like sleeping, nobody will arrest me for that because I'm self-employed on my own. Now I feel like going to school on Friday. I don't need to tell my boss. I don't have boss. I'm a boss on my own. You are independent. Yes, I'm independent person on my own.
So that freedom, do you enjoy that freedom?
I enjoy it too.
How?
If I tomorrow Monday.
Share with us.
Tomorrow is Monday now.
Yeah.
But I tell you that I'm tired now. I feel like sleeping. Even customer come here, I tell you, I will come later, maybe in the
later today or
can't
tomorrow.
Do anything. Since you've not paid me money, so still, your money is still with you. And if you pay me, we just have to schedule some things. You have to keep your schedule. I have to keep some schedule to come and do your work. So I really enjoy it. I can be going to school. If I wish to go to school all the whole week, nobody will arrest me. But for me to get some funds,
so you even have a freedom of work-life balance.
Yes, no problem with that. No one is going to arrest me for that.
Wow. So now, Prosper, do you think you can share with us how you even support your parents?
Thank you. I suppose one of the most important ways I used to support my parents is this school I'm into right now.
Okay.
I can even say this has
been... It could have been a burden on them.
Yes, because it should have been everybody.
But you have shared that burden.
Yes.
Wow.
And I know they will be really proud of me, even if I'm not yet giving them like they should be big amounts like that. But at least I'm removing some load, some heavy burden from them.
Of sponsoring you,
sponsoring
your maybe siblings,
feeding me, giving me something. If I like, I will even draw money for food. If I like, I will eat on my own. 3 days I'm outside doing one work. Travel, I can even travel. Oh, they just call me, how are you? How is work? Finish. They know I'm fine there. And if I'm living here to go and work for you, in another state, my transport fees you will be the one to pay.
Yeah.
My feeding money you will be the one to pay. I just have to balance. Even when I get there, if you don't have where I'm going to sleep, you have to rent an apartment for me, or you take me to an hotel. So I'm not, you know what, see, I'm just like this. It's not that I'm downgrading myself. Even most of the graduates outside there, they don't have this kind of enjoyment
of opportunities.
This kind of opportunity that I'm into right now.
But do you think you have similar opportunities in the southeast? Had it been you stayed there by now, would you get this kind of opportunity in your town?
That's why I really appreciate for this kind of ENGAUSA. Thank God for that. ENGAUSA is one of is what should I which one should I use?
The foundation.
Yes, thank God for the foundation of ENGAUSA. ENGAUSA has really helped me a lot, to be sincere. I've never seen an occupation,
this kind of opportunity.
Yes, this kind of opportunity.
You have never seen
in anywhere. Even if you are going to learn work at down is there, you'll be learning all this kind of mechanic for the past 6 years.
Your parents sponsored you. They paid 30,000. Yeah. You are not under scholarship in ENGAUSA.
Yes.
But do you think that is worth paying 30,000 to learn?
let me shock you. Somebody asked me that because many people, they hear solar, they don't like you are earning money from solar. Somebody asked me that how much will you pay me to come and learn this work from me. I was like, pay me 200,000 because I can't teach you this thing.
But you paid 40,000, my friend. You're asking somebody 200,000.
I don't know whether you are for that Christmas. You think that is too low. I can't teach all that work for 30,000.
Yeah?
Sincere.
So you can't teach anybody that job?
I'm telling you, this job.
At the rate of 30,000?
For 50,000. I can't
for 50 even?
I'm telling you. I rather keep it on my own. At least I have 2 persons that's learning from me. But
right now?
Yes, they're an adult.
How much are they paying?
One gave me 50,000 because he's an adult. And
so you're also now a Father Christmas, right?
No, I'm not a Father Christmas. No, I just know as an elderly person.
But that very 30,000 or 40,000, I think you could even earn it from a single site.
I'm telling you, from a single job, just I want to do maintenance. For a maintenance, I could get that 30,000.
That very 30,000,
yes,
you paid as a fee.
Let me shock you. This free center, I fixed one inverter, maybe 4 kVA for one customer. Before I went there, I called him. I told him the price of fixing the inverter. I told him it's 30,000. He was begging me because I don't need stress.
That is financial freedom, my friend.
I don't need stress. I will call him and tell him the price. Your money is 30,000. If you want me to come, I will come. If you know you can't pay, just leave it.
Just leave it.
Just leave it.
So what happened at the end?
We later bring it down to 25.
Okay.
It's from here to Jaba. How much transport there to maybe 300 to Jaba?
Just 300 naira.
Yes. But if you look at me like this, maybe because I was small, you can't know I'm eating that kind of money. Even my parents don't know.
Even your parents don't
know I'm eating that kind of money because I was somehow humble. Like those kind of things, they can't really see. I can't earn money like this and go to hotel, go and be doing rubbish.
Yeah. You
just see me trying to make my 30,000 billions.
Wow.
Trying to make my 100,000
because you have saving attitude, right?
Yes.
Because some of our youth don't have any saving attitude.
You see,
they just embezzle whatever they earn.
You see, the problem of our youth of nowadays is that once they eat like 100,000, they thought they have money.
Oh.
And we people that are educated people who come to this kind of to learn these skills. We didn't just jump into the skills. We learn the theory aspect also. So we have this kind of IQ. We have to make this. We make this money, this 100,000 to billions. Make your millions to billions. Make your billions to trillions. So we are not. So we think also. That's why you see us.
So, although I will not like you to disclose how much you have saved now, no, but will you proudly tell us that you are saving a lot from solar sites? I'm
telling you, I'm saving. That's why I could even get some money to go to school now. Because in the beginning of the semester there's a amount of money,
a lot of
spending. So that one, the thing didn't just come to me like a shock because I have the money in ground already.
So whatever expenses, you don't give a damn.
Yes,
you just withdraw from your account.
Yes,
right.
Just withdraw from my account and pay.
Wow. Let us go for a short break. When we come back, we'll conclude discussing with Prosper for him to share the remaining story and achievements. Yeah, welcome back to our inspiring episode of ENGAUSA podcast, where we have been discussing the achievements of Elvis Prosper, who is a successful graduate of ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub. We are welcome back to the continuous discussion, Mr. Prosper. You are an Igbo man,
Yes.
trained in Hausa-dominated environment. How has that cultural mixture shaped your world view or even the Nigerians' unity perspective?
Me being an Igbo person and getting growing more developed in this north side has been more. I will say this north side has been. I have more advantage than being in the where I come from. So
Where did you come from?
I'm from Delta State.
From Delta State.
Yes.
Okay, you have more advantage here.
Yeah.
More opportunities.
More opportunity here than that place.
Okay.
To be sincere, this place, this kind of state has really helped me a lot and improve in many things. Apart from this skill self, I can tell you I've speak many places. I've went out. Maybe it's because of this skills that's why I could go that far.
Okay.
I've communicated with China people. With this white.
So you have reached and broken many barriers.
Many barriers.
Because you're now interacting with Hausa people, Igbo people, Chinese and what have you. Can you speak Hausa language?
I understand Hausa just because of my business.
Okay, because you are staying in Savangari.
Yes, so that I will be able to communicate just business Hausa. So I could be able to speak like to price. You understand?
So, do you think one of the strengths of Nigeria is the diversity we have of different cultures and different tribes?
That's the biggest problem in Nigeria.
Can we harness those strengths and become more powerful in terms of economic prosperity and employment?
That if Nigeria could come together as a one, Nigeria will be powerful, strong, and Nigeria will have dominion over everything.
Wow.
Because just apart from let's remove all this tribalism aside. If we combine together we are one. We are Africans as Nigeria. We are one. We're supposed to unite and join. They say two heads are better than one.
Yeah.
And one end can never be better than two heads.
And that is exactly our mission. Do you know the motto of ENGAUSA?
Yes.
What is the motto?
Breaking barriers.
And
building foundation.
And bridging gaps.
Bridging gaps.
Right?
Yes.
So that means, Prosper, you are both a witness and a living testimony to the power of unity in diversity. As an Igbo man who has successfully leveraged the opportunities offered by a Hausa-dominated platform, in which ENGAUSA Hub is deliberately breaking cultural and geographical barriers to bridge the technical skill gaps across the country.
Let me share this story with you. Before I decided to come to this school, my people were telling me this Hausa people, Hausa this thing, you can't learn, they do tribal this thing. But
that was what you are taught before.
That's the comment from people.
Before arriving,
But after getting to this side,
yeah,
I don't know whether maybe it's a plan.
It was from God.
It just moved.
Because it was immediately after coming to Kano, you were enrolled into ENGAUSA.
Into ENGAUSA. And when I get to this place, there's nothing like tribalism. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like.
So it is a different story.
Yes.
From what you were taught.
Yes.
About northern part of Nigeria.
Yes. Many people were telling me, how will I understand? Who know whether if I get there, I should not cause trouble because of this. See, we have in ENGAUSA here, we share the same right. I remember one time that I don't know, maybe we are dealing with practical. So I was arguing I need the plier to do something. So I don't know, the teacher then just what he did was that give him in ENGAUSA here they don't argue because even the teachers, the lecturers, they will allow that.
Okay.
So you have to follow.
So you can't quarrel.
Yes, we don't quarrel here. Yeah, because I remember when it's my turn to use the plier, somebody else want to use it. So what the teacher did then was that since you are the first person that is using the plier, just give him, let him
give it to Prosper. It is his turn.
Yes, it is his turn. Now that then it's looking as if it is my own right there.
So you are sharing equal right.
Equal right in ENGAUSA here. Because I've been to
be it Hausa or Igbo or Yoruba
anyway.
Wow.
Even I also say cannot come and challenge me if I'm in ENGAUSA. Nobody.
Wow.
Me say I can even tell you because I know my right, you know your right. We share equal rights in ENGAUSA.
That is exactly our vision.
Yes.
And that is the meaning of breaking barriers and bridging gaps. Because you could even remember you have some people from among Almajiris,
yes,
and people living with disabilities. So we want it to be purely inclusive platform. And do you think the skill acquisition has been democratized in ENGAUSA?
To be sincere, skills in ENGAUSA here was never a conundrum.
Wow.
Because to learn skills here is very easy. You'll be surprised. Because I myself, I doubted myself a lot. That how will I do this thing? How will I do this thing? But today, I don't know if it's going to be allowed. I can show you a lot of video, a lot of sites, a lot of video about my site that I did. So you know that I'm not just for me. Because if you some people they see me whether because I'm fair, light in complexion, they don't believe I'm an engineer. Because I smile a lot. But if you see me when I'm working, you know I'm dirtier than this.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
Prosper, what will you like to share with our listeners and viewers as the last encouragement as per your experience of being in ENGAUSA and immediately after graduating from ENGAUSA becoming self-employed and of course somebody who is proud of what he's doing right now as a university student and a businessman?
To be sincere, this ENGAUSA should be an update, latest update for the youth outside here. Because I myself, assuming I had the opportunity, I would have just pushed only my family to this ENGAUSA. Because you know
to hear this.
I'll come and put my family, I will not tell anybody.
Wow.
But now these things outside there telling you to come.
Yeah.
Leave all those quick, because youth nowadays they need quick money. There's nothing like quick money now.
Yeah.
You need to work to get money. And ENGAUSA,
so it's an expensive information you are sharing with our listeners and the viewers.
I'm telling you, this this update is very sharp.
Yeah.
Because I will have just put my family. No, I don't need to advise anybody outside there. But I'm telling you now, if you think ENGAUSA is a scam, you must be doubting yourself. Because even till now, I still don't understand Hausa very well. I can communicate. If you speak, I understand, but I don't know how to retaliate back. The latest update outside there is that ENGAUSA is real. Because I myself am a testimony to that. And you can see me also. I'm proud of myself. Thank you.
This has been ENGAUSA podcast, where we celebrate skills acquisition, empowerment, and inclusiveness. And this is what we have heard from Ms. Prosper, that ENGAUSA and the whole organization is proud of what Prosper is achieving out there in Sabongari market as an Igbo person who is trained in Hausa-dominated environment. And this is exactly what the vision and mission of ENGAUSA are based on. Thank you for being with us.
Shin kina ko kana da wata baiwa da kake alfahari da ita? Magana muke kan koyon wasu dabaru ko fasahohin da kuke da sha'awar kwarewa akai da zame muku hanya dodar ta tsayawa da kafafunku a zamananci. Samun kwarewa a sana'a na da matukar muhimmanci ga mai wannan sana'ar, mai son koyon sana'ar tare da al'umma baki daya. Wannan shine dalilin da yasa ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub ta karbi kambin yin fice a horar da matasa sana'o'in dogaro da kai na fasahar zamani daga hukumar sadarwa da tattalin arziki na tarayya, wato NITDA, inda take farin cikin sanar muku da fara shirye-shiryenta da suka kunshi muhimman sana'o'in dogaro da kai domin samun kwarewa a fannin skills kamar building installation skill, wanda shiri ne da ya kunshi installation na solar, CCTV installation,
na sanya iyalan almukhtari da ma asahabi dan su aka baiwa jarumtar taya
computer networking, satellite TV installation, electrical wiring installation da kuma electric passing. Wannan dabaru ne na fasahohin zamani wanda har mutum ya jajirce ya kware ko da ɗaya daga cikin su ne, to zai tsaya da kafarsa cikin ingantacciyar hanya, saboda buƙatar masu irin wannan kwarewar kullun karuwa take ba raguwa ba. Dadin dadawa, ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub na bibiyar ɗalibanta ko da ta yaye domin ganin sun tsaya da kafafunsu. Haka zalika akwai fannin ENGAUSA Digital Literacy Skill Up, wanda ya kunshi video editing, graphics design, blogging, website design, digital marketing da kuma photography. Baya ga wannan ana horar da ɗalibai da ake monetizing, wato yadda ɗaliban za su samu kuɗin shiga. Akwai ajin professional gyaran waya inda ake koyar da gyaran waya both hardware da kuma software da kuma basic electronics. Haka kuma akwai advanced classes inda ake ƙara ƙwarewa akan hikimomi da dabarun waɗannan sana'o'in da muka zayyano muku a baya. Haka zalika mutum ko da a bangon duniya yake rike da wayar hannu ko laptop zai iya ɗaukan darasi ta hanyar amfani da manhajar ENGAUSA Academy. Da mun rabauta da wannan tsarin kai tsaye, mutum zai iya garzaya manhajar Play Store domin sauƙi application ɗin ENGAUSA Academy. Domin neman ƙarin bayani za ku iya tuntuɓa ma shafukan na sada zumunta ko kuma a lambobin wayar mu kamar haka: 070-3822-4643 ko kuma 070-1513-0683. Burin ENGAUSA Global Tech Hub dai shine al'umma su tsaya da kafafunsu ta hanyar amfani da sana'o'in fasahar zamani.